Hello and welcome friends. Wish you all are doing well and you are watching me on Knowledge Versatile. It's very much difficult for the beginners to start learning spoken English. The beginners cannot decide from where to start learning spoken English, how to start learning spoken English. So there are different opinions too. So on the basis of different opinions, on the basis of different methods, they start differently. There is no harm in it. Main motive is to learn spoken English. Main motive is to speak in English. Whatever we wish, we need to speak them. How we are learning, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how we are learning. But keep it in mind, when you cannot construct sentences, you cannot make complete sentences, it will be difficult for you to deliver them. At first, you should learn how to make sentences. And where from will you learn? You can do some homework. You can listen to someone speaking. If you listen to someone speaking, it's better. It's better. On the other hand, if someone is speaking, if his or her words are disjointed, separated, it's very easier to understand. It's very easier to listen and understand. So, if you want to start at home, you won't get anybody to listen to. In case of grammar, if you want to start alone, there are different methods. In case of learning constructions, you can start with tenses. The grammatical term tense is very much important to learn spoken English. Tense is very essential, though it's not all. On the basis of tense, you can construct some sentences. For that, you should learn tense. There are basic 3 tenses and every tense has 4 divisions. Altogether, there are 12 tenses. You'll have to learn them. You'll have to learn them completely. And then, on the basis of every tense, make few sentences and speak them. Make few sentences and speak them once again. When you are fluent with the sentences, make another set of sentences and use them and speak them. This way, make some practices. And while you are making some sentences, introduce new words, new construction patterns, new themes, everything new every time. But after getting them into habit, it means when you are fluent on the given sentences, then choose another set of sentences. It means tense will give you initial boost to learn spoken English. But remember one thing, listening and understanding and speaking. Listening, understanding and speaking is very much effective method, as we all learn any language through listening. Writing work may help you to learn writing. Listening work may help you to listen and understand. But if you listen and try to speak the same words, same sentences, it will be more beneficial. It will be more beneficial in case of learning spoken English. When you will speak in English, it means the opponent, he or she also will speak in English and you'll have to listen and understand. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you to reply. It's not that only you will speak in English and others will reply you in your mother tongue. It's not that. You'll have to speak in English and whatever replies you will get, whatever questions you will get, those will be in English too. As those will be also in English too, you must have the habit of listening and understanding. These YouTube videos, these are very much helpful, as these words and sentences are disjointed, are separated. Whatever words and sentences I am speaking, those are though fluent, but all the words are separated, all the sentences are separated, all the pronunciations are very close to you. It means you can understand what I am saying. All my words and sentences are so common that you know all the sentences, all the words, all the expressions and everything. You can use these words, you can use these sentences, you can use these constructions as your own when you will speak. And remember, when you will speak, it's a very important term, when you will speak. It means without speaking, if you don't utter a single word, if you don't utter a single sentence, you are not going to be a speaker. you won't be able to speak in English. You'll have to speak regularly. Regularly for 1 hour. Regularly for 1 hour, not less than 1 hour. If you do not get time, that's different thing. But on the very next day, speak again. You have to speak regularly without speaking. Only when it is needed to speak in English. Only at that moment, if you think that I should speak in English, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You'll have to start much beforehand. Only then you will speak to deliver a few words or few sentences. Otherwise, it is not going to happen. You will never be a speaker. When you are needed to speak in English, at that moment, if you try to speak in English and without any practice, it's not going to happen. You are not going to deliver. You won't be able to speak any word, any sentence. After thinking too much, you may use few words, you may use some sentences, but those will be insufficient. You will be caught red-handed at any moment that you are completely unable to deliver spoken English. You are completely unable to speak in English. Few words and few sentences, those are nothing. You have to speak continuously and spontaneously. Continuously and spontaneously. Spontaneously means flawlessly, with a flow. There will be a flow, complete flow. So maintain the flow. It's not that you have to speak first. On the other hand, it's not that you have to think and speak. Think and speak. It's not that. There will be a natural flow. With the flow, you will speak. Whether your speed is high or your speed is low, maintain that flow always. I will advise you to speak with less pace, with slow speed, slowly. If you speak with slow speed, it will give you enough time to pronounce all the words perfectly so that your listeners can get you clearly. It means your listeners will understand all the words and all the sentences. It means you'll have to speak regularly. And how you will speak? Start with tense. If you start with tense, there are 12 tenses. So on the basis of every tense, there are affirmative sentence, negative sentence, interrogative sentence, WH questions. So there are varieties of patterns on the basis of a single tense out of 12 tenses. On the basis of single tense, you can make different words, different sentences. I'm not giving you many examples here, but I'm just going to advise you, I'm going to suggest you that you should follow these. These may be helpful for you. You can adopt any other method, whatever method or methods you are taking, but at the end of the day, you'll have to speak. You'll have to be a speaker. You have to speak flawlessly, fluently. So this should be the outcome of your practice. This should be the outcome of your rigorous planning. You are planning, and the result of the planning should be you are speaking when you are needed. If you cannot speak when you are needed, whatever plans, whatever courses, whatever the things you followed, all your strategies will turn into ashes if you cannot speak at the appropriate time. I am not extending my words any further. I am concluding here. For more spoken English videos, check out my playlist. Thanks for watching. Love you all.